Hey Jess, it's Friday. So week 1 of vlogTIMber's in the books, and I can already tell I am not cut out for daily videos. One of the challenges is just my life isn't that interesting. Or maybe it's that I don't know how to present it in an interesting way. I mean, let's face it, I made you watch 10 minutes of my fantasy football draft. People that love and are really into fantasy football probably would look at that and go, eh. My draft lasted an hour, and I squeezed out what I thought was the best 10 minutes. And still, the only way it could have been more boring is that if Kevin Costner was narrating it. Even my trip to LA, the highlights included me eating a macaroni sandwich and talking to my hand. Although I used my left hand, so it felt like I was talking to someone else. We went to watch At Midnight, and I couldn't even show you all the good stuff because, you know, all the good stuff's already scheduled to air thanks to Comedy Central. But me being uninteresting isn't the only challenge. There's also time. My wife and I spend the majority of it trying to make sure that the kids have food on the table and a roof over their heads, and we also wake up very early in the morning to ensure that all that happens. By the time we get home in the evenings, it's all about the kids and the aforementioned food and then very long bedtime routines. And it just happens to be pretty late by the time we get to spend any moments together. It's then and only then we get a chance to hang out. And look, we're okay with that. We're parents who love having a family. We wouldn't trade it for the world. We also, to quote a Darius Rucker song, know that it won't be like this for long. And daily videos means that the time that I have with my wife would be next to nil. Now, she's super supportive and loves the idea of vlogTIMber, but honestly, if we did this for too long, it would make us a terrible couple. Although that probably would make my videos more interesting. Okay, now on to the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, which my 4-year-old daughter participated in last month. The trend is starting to die down now, which is both a good and a bad thing. The problem started when it became more about being trendy than bringing an awareness to a disease that can kill you within 5 years after being diagnosed. And in regards to the state of California's beef about people pouring water over their heads while we're in an epic drought, I say, look, I don't want to belittle the effects of one of the more severe droughts on record in California, but the chances are that we're going to recover at some point. People with Lou Gehrig's disease don't have that hope to look forward to. This silly challenge spiked ALS's donations to about 10 times. We're talking $100 million. Now, that would need to continue, but it's those type of efforts that have made a remarkable difference in the survival rate of people that are suffering with AIDS and cancer. We can find creative ways to conserve water. Maybe, like you said, substitute taking a shower. But I don't find it much more than situationally ironic that we're dumping water on our heads while we haven't had a significant amount of rain since January. I'll take a person to task when I see someone living in a developing country like Kenya who is in extreme poverty taking the Ice Bucket Challenge. That's where I see true conflict. Jess, I'll see you on Monday. Like, how would I say, subscribe to my video in slang? Is there a way to say yes?
Tune into the Goggle box.
Subscribe to what?
Tune into the Goggle box.
The Goggle box?
The Goggle box.
How would I say something like my fantasy team sucks?
It's a piece of wank.